Hi stamping friends, it's Sandy from Stamped Impression. Today we're going to look at how to clean your stamps. When I first started stamping, before I collected all the tools that I needed, I used a wet paper towel on a salad plate, and after I finished stamping, I would take my stamp and rub the rubber on the paper towel. It worked okay, it cleaned my stamp, but I went through a lot of paper towels, and sometimes it didn't clean my stamps as quickly or as well as I liked. So now we have some new products or different products for doing that. So let's look at how we would clean our stamps. Let's begin with photopolymer stamps. Remember, these are the clear stamps. So here we have a piece of cardstock, and I am going to stamp. Isn't that nice? And now I'm done with that color. So what do? Well, first I stamp this off a few times on some scrap paper. You could do it on the grid paper if you want, no problem with that. But there's still a lot of ink on it, and if I go to use another color, I'll be adding that ink to the other ink pad, not what we want to do. So for photopolymer stamps, I would use the Simply Chamois. This is similar in material to a chamois you would use on your car. I run it under warm water and make sure it gets really soaked till it softens up. You can see this is really soft. I squeeze it out so it's not dripping water. And then all I do is rub it on the Simply Chamois until I think I've got the ink out. And let me just check on this scrap paper, and it looks like it's clean. If I'm going to be using it fairly soon, I'll actually, this I'd never show on camera, I actually pat it dry a couple of times on an old towel, a terry cloth towel. You just don't want to put water on the next ink pad. So that's it. I just want to say the So Chamois comes in actually a bigger size. This is it cut in half. I use them a lot. To clean the So Chamois, hold it under running water, warm running water, and squeeze it out until the water runs clear. Every now and then I may add a drop of liquid soap or dishwashing liquid. And this is just me. I tend to use the ink only on one side and keep one side clear. I don't know why. You don't need to do that. It's just one of my quirks. So that's it for the So Chamois and photopolymer stamps. Rubber stamps are a little different. In addition to cleaning them, you also want to condition the rubber. If you only use water, eventually your rubber will start to dry out and crack. So here is a rubber stamp, a cling stamp. I'm going to pat it, stamp it, and there we go. And just like with the photopolymer, I'm going to stamp it a few times to get rid of most of the excess ink. To clean the rubber stamps, I use what's called a stamping scrub, and Stampin' Mist is a cleaner. This is a cleaner and conditioner. The Stampin' Scrub is just a case with some pile fabric on the inside. Over here in the corner there are some raindrops to denote the side you would get wet that you clean on, and here is the sun shining for where you would dry it. That's instead of using one of these towels. So what I do is, and by the way, to make it easier for me, I take all my stamping scrubs and with a Sharpie I've labeled one side wet and one side dry so I could tell quickly which one it is. Anyways, you stamp the side that you're going to use wet. Oops. And then you just take your stamp and you rub it in a few different directions because you want to get the ink out of all the crevices. When you're done, do the same thing on the dry side and test it on your scrap paper. And that's it. It's all done. Good for the next time you want to stamp. So that's it for cleaning. You use the Stampin' Scrub and the Stampin' Mist for your rubber stamps or your cling stamps, and the Simply Chamois for your photopolymer ones. That's it about cleaning your stamps. Any questions, shoot them my way. Thank you for joining me. If you like this video and learned something from it, give me the thumbs up below and have a great day. Thank you.